The sudden death of a senior associate justice of the Supreme Court and what some see as the bizarre handling of it afterward are leaving lingering questions. After Justice Antonin Scalia was found dead in this room at a Texas ranch on Saturday, it reportedly took hours to find someone to pronounce him dead. Finally, when local Texas judge Cinderella Guevara said Justice Scalia died of natural causes, she did it by telephone, without seeing the body and without ordering an autopsy. That's allowed under Texas law. Judge Guevara told the Washington Post she made her determination only after talking to investigators on the scene, who said they saw nothing suspicious. And tonight, a U.S. law enforcement source tells CNN there were no signs of foul play. Still, some are critical, given Scalia's high profile.
Well, I don't think a very good job was done with the death investigation.
Former Washington, D.C. homicide commander William Ritchie believes Justice Scalia did die of natural causes, but he says Judge Guevara or a medical examiner should have been there in person to pronounce Justice Scalia dead. And he says there were things investigators should have looked for at the scene.
Did they look for signs of particular hemorrhage in the eyes and in the lips, and smelling the breath for any unusual type of odor, removing the underclothing to see whether there was, any trauma anywhere on the body, any injection sites, and there's no indication that any of that was done.
Checking for those traces of hemorrhage or odor, Ritchie says, could have told investigators if Justice Scalia was suffocated or poisoned. Conspiracy theories fueled by comments made by the owner of the Cibolo Creek Ranch. John Poindexter told a Texas newspaper Justice Scalia was found with a pillow over his head. Donald Trump weighed in.
It's a horrible topic, but they say they found the pillow on his face, which is a pretty unusual place to find a pillow.
John Poindexter now tells CNN, quote, the pillow was against the headboard and over his head when he was discovered. He looked like someone who had had a restful night's sleep. There was no evidence of anything else. Law professor Jonathan Turley doesn't believe there was anything suspicious about Justice Scalia's death, but says more answers are needed.
When you have a Supreme Court justice who passes away, you don't have the same leeway, the same ability to make assumptions. You have to be held accountable to the public and to history. That's why an autopsy should have been done